No one in the courtroom, not even the judge, was ready for what a trembling 6-year-old girl would reveal without speaking a single word. All it took was one tiny hand signal, and a police dog's reaction so explosive that the entire trial collapsed in seconds. What the dog sensed, what the girls silently confessed, and whom he targeted in the gallery, would expose a truth the justice system never saw coming. I share news stories here every day, and I would really appreciate it if you hit subscribe and liked my video. Now let's jump back into my story. I'm sure you love it. If you keep listening till the end, asterisk and tell me from which part of the world you are watching this story. I am interested to know how far away this story travels. The heavy doors of Courtroom 3C opened, and the room fell silent as a little girl in a pink dress walked in, clutching a stuffed bunny. But it was the massive German Shepherd beside her ex, wearing a canine vest, who made every head turn. The judge straightened in surprise. A child witness was rare. A child walking in with a police dog onto the stand was unheard of. She climbed awkwardly into the witness seat, legs dangling, hands trembling. Rex settled beside her chair, posture calm but alert, as if reading the entire room. Even the judge softened his stern tone when speaking to her. But something was wrong. The girl couldn't answer simple questions. Her hands shook, her eyes darted nervously, always toward Rex. Never toward the judge or attorneys. Rex noticed everything: her breathing, her heartbeat, the way she pressed her palms together. His ears flicked forward sharply. His gaze moved past the girl, toward a man sitting in the gallery who seemed to shrink into his seat. The judge caught the look. Moments later, the prosecutor asked a soft question. "Sweetheart, who did you see that night?" The girl froze. Her throat tightened. She couldn't speak, and then it happened so small no adult saw it. A tiny pull on her dress, a silent distress signal. But Rex saw it. He stood instantly, muscles coiled, tail stiff, body blocking her from the gallery. A low growl vibrated the floors. Gasps filled the courtroom. The judge slammed his gavel, demanding order, but Rex didn't back down. He stared at the same man again, the one sweating now, shifting in panic. "Officer," the judge said, "what is happening?" "Your Honor, she just used an emergency distress cue. The dog is reacting to a threat." The prosecutor tightened his voice. Rex is trained to identify danger. He wouldn't react unless the child felt unsafe. The man in the gallery snapped. "This is insane." But Rex barked one explosive warning that made the jurors jump. The room exploded into chaos. The bailiff moved forward, the judge rose, and the girl clung to Rex's vest, whispering his name. Her eyes followed the dog's stare, pointed silently toward the man. Then she whispered the truth, voice shaking. "He told me he'd hurt Mommy if I talked." Everything stopped. Officers surrounded the man. A quick ID check revealed he wasn't who he claimed to be. His record was violent. Traffic cameras placed him near the girl's neighborhood on the night she was attacked. Her mother burst into tears as the man was restrained. The girl finally found her voice. "He came into my room. He grabbed me. He told me if I screamed, he'd come back for me." Rex pressed his head into her chest as she cried, grounding her, shielding her. The judge's voice broke. "Reopen the case immediately. No bail. Full custody." For the first time, the courtroom understood. The little girl survived because Rex found her. And today, he had protected her again without a single word. Asterisk, the courtroom emptied slowly, leaving behind an echo of the truth that had shattered the trial. Officers formed a protective corridor as the little girl walked out with Rex pressed firmly against her side. The moment they reached the hallway, her mother collapsed to her knees, pulling her daughter into her arms. "You're safe now," she whispered again and again. though her own voice broke under the weight of relief and fear. Rex stayed inches from the child, his warm breath steadying her, his body forming a barrier as if danger might still be lurking. Officer Daniels crouched beside the dog. "You did good, boy. Better than all of us." Rex leaned into the touch briefly, but his eyes stayed locked on the girl. He didn't rest. Not yet. Attorney Miller approached carefully, lowering himself to the girl's height. "You were brave," he said softly. "You helped stop someone dangerous." The girl didn't speak, but she reached for Rex instead. Her tiny fingers curled into his fur, and that small gesture said everything. He made her feel safe when words couldn't. Her mother turned to the officers, voice trembling. "Please, can Rex stay with her? After everything?" Officer Daniels exchanged a look with the judge just as he stepped out. The judge answered himself. "He stays with her," he declared. "Consider it an order." The girl's tense shoulders loosened. For the first time in hours, a small smile, fragile but real, appeared on her lips. She hugged Rex tightly, burying her face in his fur. Rex nuzzled her gently, as if to say, "I'm here." Outside, sunlight warmed the courthouse steps. Detectives gathered near police vehicles, preparing to reopen the case from the ground up. But their serious discussions faded into the background when the girl walked out holding her mother's hand, Rex trotting at her side in perfect sync. She stopped near the doors, knelt, and wrapped her arms around Rex's neck. "You saved me," she whispered. Rex pressed his forehead to her cheek. Her mother placed a hand on the dog's back. "We'll never forget what you did. Can he stay with me forever?" The girl asked. The judge exchanged a glance with the officers before nodding. "Officially, he's assigned to you until the case is closed. Unofficially, I don't think anyone in this department could ever separate you two now." The girl giggled a tiny sound, but it broke the darkness lingering around her. Rex wagged his tail softly. The officers guided them toward the waiting patrol car. Rex jumped inside first, then the girl followed. Leaning against him with a sigh that came from somewhere deep inside, release of months of fear, the door closed gently as the car pulled away. The sunlight glinted off Rex's vest. Some heroes don't speak. Some don't wear capes. Some simply stand between a child and the darkness and promise to never let it reach her again. Thanks for watching till end. Please like and subscribe my channel. I will be very thankful to you.